Plenty of smiles after just about 2 weeks ago. Ron Wilson's club coming off a victory against the New Yorkers. Go downstairs, join Al Koken with Caps head coach for more of his thoughts on tonight's festivities.
All right, guys, thanks very much. So, Ron Wilson, what do you think of your new $200+ million toy?
Oh, it's a great place to be. You feel alive. It's nice and bright, and then when you walk home, it's nice and bright, and then when you walk out into the bowl where all the seats are, it's just amazing. So it's going to be a lot of excitement. I hope that we don't get caught up too much in the excitement and forget about playing. We've got to go out there and get a good start and put Florida down where they belong.
Now, let's talk a little bit about your lineup for tonight. Again, Peter Bondra not with you this evening. What kind of juggling do you do on your top lines?
Well, we'll start on the top line with Todd Krieger, and we'll see how things go. And if Richard Zednick's having a good game, we bump him up and we start moving people through the lineup. But I like to keep the lines as familiar as possible. Tonight, because of all the excitement and the adrenaline rush the guys are going to get, we'll go with 4 lines as long as possible. Third period, cut her down to 3.
All right, good luck tonight on opening night. Have fun.
Thank you.
Ron Wilson, Capitals coach, as we get ready for opening night for the Capitals here at MCI Center. We go back upstairs now to Joe Beninati and Craig Laughlin.
You get a genuine feeling that everybody is pumped up for hockey at MCI Center. We've got it coming up for you in just a few moments right here on HTS. HTS coverage of Capitals hockey is brought to you by Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile. A cell phone is only as good as the network it's on. And by Giant Food. Quality, value, and service, that's Giant, your place to save. And by GEICO. One 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Call 1-800-DIRECT-1. GEICO, the sensible alternative. And by Budget Rent-A-Car. Try a Jaguar, Mustang convertible, or other diversions from budget. Get out of the ordinary. And Caps Hockey is brought to you by Discover Card, proud partner of the Smithsonian's 150th anniversary. And by British Airways, who offers the only daily non-stop service from BWI to London. It is just a very short walk from the National Portrait Gallery across the street to MCI Center. We'll drop the puck on all the excitement for you in just a moment.
Last year, off the coast of Hawaii, an entire U.S. naval attack fleet was defeated, yet most people never knew about it. Now, go behind the scenes of the largest war game ever staged. More firepower than was deployed in all of World War II. An explosive in-your-face exercise where the weapons are deadly and the pressure is all too real. Fleet Command. Premiering Sunday at 9 Eastern and Pacific on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
Still paying too much for car insurance? GEICO, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more. A typical car insurance agent is on the job during regular business hours. On the other hand, GEICO insurance professionals are on the job 24 hours a day. GEICO, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I'm Bob McKenzie, this is my brother Doug.
How's it going, eh?
Recently, we started drinking Molson Light, eh?
And as you can see, it's had a wonderful dramatic effect on our overall physical presentation.
Okay, do the frog, eh?
Ribbit!
Okay, the good thing about Molson Light is not only does it have full flavor, but as you can tell by us, it also has full body, eh?
And when you rub it on your body, it really glows, eh?
Hey, slogan guy, do it.
Molson Light. Great body, eh?
Tight!
I try it.
Mighty Maryland, powerful Kansas, GW, and Penn. 4 great teams representing 4 great conferences, all ready to play. And it only happens once a year. The Franklin National Bank Classic on HTS. Monday, December 8th, 6 p.m., the consolation contest. Then at 8, the championship game. From the brand new MCI Arena, the Franklin National Bank Classic. Monday, December 8th, only on HTS.
Washington Capitals hockey on HTS. Joe Beninati joined by Craig Laughlin as the Caps get set for the Florida Panthers. Craig, you know, they listed, we've heard a bunch of different numbers, but 19,740, the capacity for MCI Center. And looking around the building as we have getting set for tonight's matchup, this is a dream place.
Oh, it is. It's the best building absolutely right now in the world. It's got everything that the fans want, everything that the players need to play up to their expectations and above. It's just a wonderful facility, including our booth, Joe. This is exciting. We're way up here. Great view of the ice and the action that we're going to be able to give all our viewers on HTS.
You could call it spacious, I would imagine. Our booth is ginormous. And table-side dining at the Capitol Club.
I enjoyed that. I would like to do that at the top of every show, a little wine and dine, and then come up here. How does that sound?
Like I said, it was your setting perfectly. the jet set, enjoying dinner before a 7 o'clock start. And again, players are used to 7:30 around here. Any difficulties in getting prepped?
I don't think so. I think they have a little bit of difficulty because they had a pregame skate. They normally go back home, have their pasta, be with their family in the afternoon. The Capitals, this special day, stayed in a downtown hotel, a walking distance away, and were able to come back and ready to play tonight. The Florida Panthers have already went on the ice. They already did some warm-up. Now they see that the introductions are coming. They went back to their locker room. So the Caps should be coming out soon as each player will be introduced.
Fans here at MCI Center enjoying the laser show pregame festivities as we get set for Capitals introduction. Talking with the Caps this morning after the morning practice, Craig, we chatted with them about this building. They said it felt warm, hot on the ice.
Oh, I think it's going to be. I think anytime there's a new building, not only the fans, but it is a hot building. The lights are a lot stronger than at US Airways Arena. That comes down on you, you're going to sweat buckets. But the ice is going to be better. The boards are faster, which I think plays into the advantage of the Washington Capitals. They've got to start out tonight with a win and carry it forward. You've got to have home ice advantage in the National Hockey League. They need it at MCI.
Two good skating clubs. The action is going to come your way. We promise on HTS. Why don't we step aside and bring you back downtown Washington in just a few moments.
Bondra, Locker, and the Caps. Let's go! Ready to play on HTS.
Quaking, the arena shaking, the Caps come to play. So let's go!
Okay, tell me about what you think when you're scoring a goal.
When I score, I react to it. When I score, I'm happy. Sometimes I overreact.
The Capitals, ready to claw it out with the Panthers. Sunday afternoon at 1:30 on HTS. Mighty Maryland, powerful Kansas, GW, and Penn. 4 great teams, representing 4 great conferences, all ready to play. And it only happens once a year. The Franklin National Bank Classic on HTS. Monday, December 8th, 6 p.m., the consolation contest. Then at 8, the championship game. From the brand new MCI Arena, the Franklin National Bank Classic. Monday, December 8th, only on HTS.
The season of joy. The Capitals in December on HTS. Ready to give some surprise gifts in 4 games. The Great Gretzky and the Broadway Blues. A home-and-home stuff fest against the stingy Florida Panthers. And a final holiday bash against the rough and ready Devils. Get ready to spend the holidays with the Caps, because it's always better to give than to receive. The Capitals ready for holiday cheer all December long, only on HTS.
Craig, any truth to the rumor that he gets the sweater tonight to play in game action?
Yeah, because Peter Bondra's out. Slap shots playing the right side.
We are about set to join the MCI Center public address announcer, Jonathan Warner, with the introductions of the Washington Capitals. Downstairs to Jonathan.
Number 3, Sylvain Cote. Number 8, Jan Bullis. Number 9, Todd Krieger. Number 17, Chris Simon. Number 21, Jeff Tom. Number 22, Steve Konowalska. Number 24, Mark Tenorti. Number 30, Bill Ranford. Number 44, Richard Sednick.
35, Sergei Gonchar. Number 77, Adam Oates. Number 90, Joey Juno. Number 96, Phil Housley. And now presenting your starting lineup for tonight. The goalie, number 37, Ole Colton. On defense, number 6, Callie Johansson. On defense, number 29, Eureka. At left wing, number 27, Craig Berube. And wing number 10, Kelly Miller. And your captain, number 32, Dale Hunter. Ladies and gentlemen, your 1997-98 Washington Capitals.
Lights up full indoor pyrotechnic salute to the Washington Capitals.
I enjoyed that. Good tunes, good what's that, pyrotechnics?
That's the explosion.
Okay, I knew that.
And Ole Kolzig takes the crease for the first time at MCI Center. He has been taking the gold crease very often.
Yeah, he's been hot for the Washington Capitals. .920 save percentage for Ole the goalie. 13-5-3, and the Panthers have yet to come out for their second warm-up.
Always a difficult assignment for a visiting team in special circumstances, whether it be an opening night or a building opening night. This is, in effect, the second opener that the Caps have had this season, and the Florida Panthers were out very, very early, and obviously felt a little put off by that because they have retired to the dressing room for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And now, as we look across the way, John Van Beesbrook emerges from the dressing room tunnel, and here come the Cats.
The Cats on a little bit of a roll on the road, too, Joe. 4-0-2 in the last 6. It's been home ice that has haunted these Cats, took a little nip out of it.
Home is really a 4-letter word for them. The Florida Panthers are 3-10-3, folks, at home.
They love playing on the road.
That doesn't sit well with Scott Mellamy. Look at the disparity. It's supposed to be reversed.
Yeah, since Brian Murray took over, they're 1-2-1. 2 losses, a draw, and 1 win against Boston the day after, the game after the firing. And there's Johnny Van Beesbrook, who's had an up-and-down season. Van Beesbrook, 6-8-3, 293 goals against. And there's Brian Murray, 8.5 years coach of the Washington Capitals, coach of the year in 83-84. He takes over the reins as the 7th all-time leader among wins among coaches. Put up over 400 W's, so he takes over from Dougie McLean. Bill Torrey, still president of this hockey club. Brian Murray was tooling around, and the morning skate looked pretty good. Still's got that hard wrist shot that he always said he could shoot faster than I could.
He's sporting a nice Florida tan, too. 2 teams just about set for battle tonight. Why don't we send it downstairs and again join the public address system, singing of our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the
job, gentlemen. The musical group Dada. Hey, Dada, take a look at the goalie matchup.
They sold over 1 million records at threesome. Well, the goaltender matchup tonight, well, for the Florida Panthers, you've got Johnny Van Beesbroek, 6'8" 3", close to a .900 save percentage. That's low for the Bees. They're not having the type of year that you'd expect out of this guy. Olaf Kolzig, 13'5" 3", .920 save percentage. He's been the workhorse for the Capitals, a surprising workhorse. Everybody at the start of the season said, hey, Kolzig's going to be the backup. Ranford's got to be the #1 guy, but he's taken the ball when he got the chance and has ran with it for Coach Ron Wilson.
Here, here. And here are the on-ice officials. The referee tonight is Terry Gregson, linesman Pierre Rasico, and Gord Rossiker. And before we get underway, Gregson needs to mend the ice sheet. Apparently a bit chunky.
Probably maybe from one of those explosions of fireworks falling on the ice.
There is still a lingering smoke hanging near the sea, and you could see it there through the haze. Here at MCI Center, meeting number 3 of the Washington Capitals and the Florida Panthers this season. The season series is split. These two teams don't wait long to get after each other after tonight. A Sunday afternoon matinee back in Miami. But we've got MCI Center action tonight, so glad you have tuned in. Dale Hunter appropriately to take the opening draw and win it. Rieke starts the attack for Washington, handed it right to Robert Schwela. And immediately an offside just 13 seconds into the first.
Well, the Capitals love to move the puck up the wall. There's Joe Rieke coming right into the Florida Panthers zone. There's Joe. Little smile coming out for his introduction. He's always kibitzing and laughing around. Keeps the boys loose.
Figured quite prominently in that game-winning goal in overtime in New York.
Did they give him an assist finally? They did not award him an assist. And he asked the referee at the end of the game in that New York game, said, hey, I took the initial shot. The referee said, yeah, but Van Beesbroek played it. So it's a phantom assist. And I said, Richter, sorry. And I said to Joe, I said, listen, I will give you an assist in my statistics. So I'm going to doctor him up. Anytime I talk about Joe Rieke, I'm going to remember that one that I think he deserved. See, one assist. He was trying to pile up the points.
He wants to be more prolific.
Yes. He thinks he will be, too, in the fast boards and everything. He thinks he's going to be much better offensively.
We shall see. Oates wins the draw. Cote hammers away. That was blocked before it reached Van Beesbroek. Kartner for the Panthers looking to clear, and Chris Simon put up the roadblock. Just 34 seconds into the first. Kartner for Schwela. Now Mellenby. And it tangled in his skates. That will allow Oates to flip it back. Kartner ahead of Simon. Eludes the brunt of that check. Clearing attempt, Karen right to the Florida cage, and Van Beesbroek will squeeze.
There's John Van Beesbroek trying to get his deal still done to remain a Panther, becomes an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. He's allowed a couple of bad goals in the last couple of games, and he's been fighting the puck a little bit, but he's a guy that really has been the backbone of this organization. It's going to be interesting to see if they can hammer out a long-term deal. He's looking for a 3 to 5 year deal with this Panther Hockey Club.
Craig, a very interesting angle to view hockey action. That camera is positioned up inside the overhead scoreboard.
Well, we're going to have everything. It's going to be great coverage. I mean, they've got so many extra cameras. So exciting.
Tenorti regrouping with Gonchar. This is Juneau, Toms, and Konowalchuk as an offensive trio for Ron Wilson. Juneau on the hand-ahead for Sergei Gonchar. Right on the mark for Jeff Toms. 3-on-2 if the Caps accelerate. Juneau cutting in. Pass for Konowalchuk deflected aside. Follow-up bid answered by Van Beesbroek. Through the neutral zone, Ed Jovanovski. For Fitzgerald, knocked down. Zednik looking to clear away from Gagne. Zednik with those powerful strides, motors back into the attack. Got spun around. Referee Gregson allows play to continue. Miller taps to Rieke. His give went too far. Laws dumped down Bulis. Miller in a tussle with Fitzgerald. 4 players in a scrum, and long enough for Terry Gregson to bring play to a halt.
These teams over the years have played pretty even Stevens, 8-8-5 overall. In Washington, the team's triples, 3-3-3.
Taking a look at the Panther bench and then panning across to the white jersey, home-clad Capitals. We mentioned this home game and then a 4-game road trek that begins in Miami Sunday afternoon, and then out west they go, starting in San Jose, radio only.
Yeah, 18 of 28 games already on the road for the Capitals. When they finish, I think, December, there's going to be 19 away and I think 30 home games remaining.
After this trip, in fact, offside.
Yeah.
Panthers on the rush. Dvorak whistled for offside, but after this West Coast trip, Craig, 30 home, 19 road.
Impressive.
Capitals to a man praising this building, giving it a giant thumbs up. They like the ice surface in the morning. And obviously, as we have documented, the amenities are first class for both fan and player. Gagne to dig in on the draw, opposed by Dale Hunter. No score, 17:45 to go in the first. Klee hammers in from center. Laws sweeps it around the corner curve. Warner kept it going, and Gagne's away for Florida. Dvorak just back into the lineup after missing 14 games. He had missed that time with a fractured wrist. Garpenlov pinched by Hunter. Dvorak ditto by Housley. Laws cheats down from a point position, wrestling with Berube. Dvorak, fancy stick handling to the slot. Gagne just inches away from that. Berube's got it at center, turns it in deep. Van Beesbroek says it will be icing. And it is, as Warner got there ahead of a sprinting Klee. Chance for us to step aside as Ken Klee heads to the players' bench. No score downtown.
Dodge Dakota owners are celebrating. A recent J.D. Power & Associates study ranked Dakota the most appealing compact pickup. But we believe the price is pretty appealing, too. How do you add lots more muscle without breaking a sweat? Get a Magnum V6 at no extra charge when you buy a Dodge Dakota. So come, bulk up. At the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
There's been a change in plans.
I'm going to L.A. tomorrow?
Tonight. The meeting's at 8 a.m. Oh, and here's your rental. We got a good deal.
This is it?
Have fun.
Great presentation. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Budget introduces the VIP pickup for just $29 a day. Budget. Get out of the ordinary.
Scoreless here on HTS. Coach Ronnie Wilson, prior to the game, said he's going to roll 3 lines starting in the 3rd period. So he's going to go 4 most of the way, trying to get everybody involved here in their first game at MCI Center.
And then shorten the bench. In the first game at MCI Center, we've played 3 minutes and 15 seconds without a score. Shvela parked behind Van Beesbroek. Nemirovsky tangled by Krieger. Krieger, Simon Oates. Peter Bondra out of the lineup, missing his 2nd game with that bad ankle/foot. We get to get another whistle. It has been a stop and start first.
Yeah, slow-moving first 4.5 minutes here. I mean, it's been tight. I mean, everybody's been checking hard. Everybody's been playing it tight. No one wants to make a big mistake.
The Panthers, I think they would admit they have to play it that way, struggling to score goals. This is a team that has had success in recent years by smothering people and relying on that man, Van Beesbroek, to make the big save.
That's definitely always been their game plan. I think Brian Murray, though, taking over, I think he wants a little more aggressiveness, more pursuit of the puck. He thinks the team's been standing around too much. Rather than trying to make something happen, go to the puck, don't plant your feet in cement, skate, get there, get contact. So I think you're going to see them open up a little bit. I mean, if that first game that they played under him, 10-5 win over Boston, I mean, it started off strong. They're 1-2-1 with him now as coach. That's the type of game he wants.
Panther president Bill Torrey pulling the trigger and dismissing Doug McLean from the coaching duties. As Oates looks to control the face-off. Shvela steps back out of there for the Panthers. Whitney left it for Nemirovsky. Stick check by Tenorti, did not clear. A lunge by Gonchar will get the puck back to neutral ice. Ray Whitney in a tangle. Puck squirts free for Shvela to corral. Now Chris Wells. His shot blocked off by Gonchar. 4 minutes deep without a score in the first at MCI Center on HTS. A whistle and a defensive zone draw this time for the Caps. Big Mark Tenorti, always a factor defensively, and you look at the goal total, a marked improvement for Tenorti this season, jumping up into the attack with 6.
Well, I think the whole defensive core for the Washington Capitals have felt very confident this year. They've been getting support from their forwards, filling in for them when they jump into the play. I think it's a green light for all these guys. If there's an opening, Ron Wilson wants them to jump up and go. You create odd man rushes that way. Because of that, the Capitals defense, Cali with 9, you have Tenorti with 6, and Housey with 3. They're jumping up in the play. Not only just power play, but jumping up in the play regular shift.
Mellenby bangs one wide of Kolzig. Johansson plays the corner. Muriqui double-teamed. 22-year-old rookie Steve Washburn to the slot. Mellenby in tight, and Kolzig slammed the door. Juno out for Konowalchuk. Wide on the wing for Jeff Tom. Tom stopped by Jovanovski. Got it back. Plays it behind the Panther cage. Konowalchuk in hot pursuit. Gave Mellenby a shove. Washburn did not clear. Juno held strong at the line. Jovanovski will tap it back to center. 5 minutes into the first. Thanks for tuning in. No score. Caps and Panthers. Ryan Johnson, newcomer in the lineup for the Panthers, swings it in there deep. Gets his own carom, plays it back for Paul Laws.
Ryan Johnson, very quick. Called up from the New Haven Beast. So he's a guy they're looking for some spark out of. Very quick skater, put up decent numbers with the Beast. He's had 18 points.
They do that Mighty Duck thing in New Haven. It's the Beast of New Haven, believe it or not, like the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Laws will send in. Kolzig with orders for Bulis. Jan Bulis did not get the handle. Sylvain Cote does. His outlet too far for Zednik. Laws will play dump and chase. Head coach Brian Murray wants the line change on the go for the Panthers. Housley out to Bulis. Bulis with a wrist shot deflected. And Beesbrook good with that goal stick. Taps to a corner. Berube trying to slice by Shvela. Bulis in a rugby scrum along with Berube. Panthers, Dvorak able to twist it back into the Washington end. Gonchar with those graceful strides. You get a low angle look at that. Johan Garpenlov for the Panthers. Gagne, now Dvorak, sidesteps Tenorti. To the front, deflected on goal, and Kolzig will usher that aside. Terry Karkner did not keep. Florida must rewind at center. Shvela felt the heat from Ken Klee. And on the turnover, the Caps are whistled offside, 2-line pass. Why don't we send it now for more insight on tonight's matchup. Let's get downstairs to Al Koken.
Joe, thanks very much. Obviously, one of the things that everybody's going to look at in this brand new building are the breaks, the bounces. We talked about how the boards seem to be a little more forgiving up high, a little quicker down low. This new facility did not go with the seamless glass we've seen in a lot of other buildings. The glass stanchions are still in here, and I've noticed during the pregame warm-up and already a shot that people have tried to ring it around the glass. It's taken some funny caroms, and both goaltenders are going to have to be very alert. We'll see if that plays out in this game and throughout the season here at MCI Center. Back up to you and Craig.
Al, thanks very much. Craig, you work a lot with rinks and facilities, and from what I understand, that seamless glass takes an awful long time to change, and when you have to go from hockey to basketball or back and forth, is that what you've heard?
Yes, it's very, very heavy. It gives you a better look because of those post not being between the glass panes, but what it does is when you're trying to shift from basketball to hockey or back and forth with a concert, it takes too long to set up. And talking to Bill Harpole, that was the reason the U.S. and the MCI Center did not put in this new glass.
In many hockey-only facilities, and Molson Center comes to mind in Montreal and Marine Midland in Buffalo, they do have that seamless glass. But Philadelphia, like MCI Center, the Core State Center has these seams. 12:53 to go in the first without a score. Panthers leading in shots 3-1. Van Beesbrook will watch this slide the length of the ice, and it is touched up again for icing against Washington. We are without a score, but with plenty of energy in Washington, D.C. tonight at MCI Center. 12:44 to go in the first. Stay with us.
Fresh. Fresh as the golden glow of a Sunday morning, or the winds on the waters of the Chesapeake Bay. Fresh as the blush on a juicy Georgia peach, or a cool breeze over sun-soaked fields. Fresh as fresh can be, because your family deserves the very best, the freshest choice. That's Giant.
It takes a little longer to pour a beer as good as Sam Adams. Sam Adams, a better glass of beer.
Caps hockey here on HTS. The best chance so far goes to the Florida Panthers. 3 guys on one side, and Washburn pinpoints a nice pass to Scott Mellenby. Mellenby with a great chance on the doorstep. 3 of the Capitals got mesmerized by the puck, got caught on one side. That allowed Mellenby to sneak in for a chance.
You saw the shots on goal, at least early on. Limited shot from the point, deflection, score.
And I think Steve Washburn's going to get credit for this. The guy that made that pass on the highlight, you'll pick up the replay, you'll see a bunch of bodies in front, and I think Washburn gets his stick on it, and the puck redirects through the 5-hole. Nice low shot from the point. The Panthers take a 1-0 lead, 12:37 left here in this first period. Here we pick up the play. It goes to the point off the draw. Here comes the hard shot. There's the puck coming back around the boards, a wide shot, then shot towards the net. See that little deflection right there? Joe Reiki thinks he's got his man. Washburn redirects the shot, and it's in the back of the net past Colzig.
And the answer to a trivia question will be Steve Washburn at 7:23 of the first. His 4th of the year is the first here at MCI Center. 1-0 Panthers. Calle Johansson dealing with Ray Shepard. Plays it back behind Van Beesbrook. Rhett Warrener first to it, and we get a whistle in the game's first penalty coming here. It's going to be an interference call.
And I think it's going against Paul Laws, their top customer on the Florida Panthers blue line. He took out Dale Hunter behind the net. He leads this team in penalty minutes, and Gregson picks him up right off the get-go as the puck's fired around the boards. Hunter's interfered with. He can't make his way out from behind the net because of that. 2 minutes for interference. The Capitals go to the power play looking to tie this game up.
Set the special teams for you as we take a look at the penalty.
Here's the hard around. Check out 3 on the other side. There's Hunter trying to fight through to the puck. Paul Laws is setting up a screen for his defensive partner, Rhett Warrener. He gets caught with the interference. The Capitals go to an important first period power play.
Krieger, Oates, Simon across the top. Johansson and Housley very potent in back. Johansson, the leader in power play goals for the Caps. He's got 6. Simon given a shove by Shvela. Panther penalty killing. Out comes Fitzgerald. Long bid. Colzig will stick that away.
And this is an area that they've really got to improve on. The Florida Panthers, their power play has been coming around, turning the corner, operating in over 20% in the last 10 or 11 games, but their penalty killing has been atrocious. The last 11 games, 73.2%. They've lost games, they've lost points because they haven't been able to maintain a tie. They've lost in overtime because of power plays. So this is an area that Brian Murray is going to take under his helm and try to get this team playing the way they can in the penalty kill. And that is aggressively forechecking like we're seeing now, especially in the neutral zone.
1-0 Panthers, 9 minutes into the first. You see the power play time remaining for the Capitals. Simon for Oates. And Garpenlov found an alleyway to clear. Gonchar pivots away from the forecheck of Wells. Sergei Gonchar ambles back to center with Joe Juneau. Crisscrossing with Konowalchuk. Juneau fanned on his dump in. Shvela got in the passing lane. Shvela forced the puck free. Kartner spins it around the corner curve, not out. Gonchar plays for Zednik. 17 ticks in the power play. 10:18 to go in the first. It is 1-0. Panthers on a Steve Washburn tally. Panthers out shooting the Caps 5-1 in the game's first 10 minutes. Power play for Washington goes awry without a shot. Juneau darts out of his own end with Gonchar. Along for Zednik. Sidesteps Jovanovski. Konowalchuk took a wrap from Murphy. Gord Murphy spins it around the dasher. Dvorak, a good skater, sprinting after it. Ricky beat him to the puck. Gonchar on the outlet, right on the mark for Zednik. 60-footer deflected by Murphy, well up into the end zone seat. Second tier.
Richard Zednik, he's found his mark this season. 7 goals. 1 goal behind Patrick Elias.
Elias. Attaboy.
I always like messing up his name because I knew you were going to catch that, weren't you?
Elias.
I know it's Elias.
Elias, like the Sports Bureau.
I know.
He's a stats guy.
I like catching you, though, on that.
Well, just, you know, I'm looking down, I'm doing some different things, and I hear that, oh, it turns on a light.
Yeah, Patrick Elias. So he's got 7. He leads the league in shots on net for a rookie. I mean, he's shooting a puck a ton. He's got to continue doing that to be effective.
Caps playing without Peter Bondra the second time into this ankle foot injury. Dvorak with a chance, and Kolzig managed to fight that off. 1-0 Panthers. 9:08 to go in the first period. Steve Washburn's fourth at 7:23 from Laws and Warrener, a pair of blue liners picking up the assists.
This Panther team certainly doesn't like when a team tries to get some flow going. They completely discombobulate your flow game, and you're not allowed to do anything. I mean, it's a type of period that the Capitals don't like to play this way. I mean, you'd expect first game at MCI there'd be some flow, some excitement. The Florida Panthers haven't let them get that. We got to step aside here on HTS, coming live from the MCI Center in Washington. Florida up 1-0.
I whack the weeds. So you want to know what's on my Discover Card statement. I'm a camp cook and a bad one, but I've got a good stove. And he loves to chase that. The cashback bonus award.
It all folds up into a carry-on.
She loves to get flowers, and I love to give them.
How many credit cards make a statement like that?
Well, the toughest thing about buying a wetsuit is trying them on.
It pays to Discover. Use it where you see the notice sign.
Al Koken back with you here, opening night, MCI Center, down literally at ice level. Pretty much here where the dasher boards have been noticing, guys. The ice looks in pretty decent condition, except the puck in spots has been sticking. A lot of guys overskating the puck, trying to get passes underway that haven't been launched because the puck seems to be sticking at certain spots on the ice. We'll see how that goes for the rest of the game and keep you advised. You got to break in a new building, and the Caps and Panthers are trying to do that tonight. Back upstairs to Joe and Craig.
Thanks, Aldo. Check out this Florida goal that's put the Florida Panthers up 1-0. Here's the shot from the point, comes around the wall. Paul Laws gets the puck, shoots it towards the net, and there's Washburn fighting off a Joe Ricci check in front of the net as a defenseman. You gotta control the player's hockey stick. You can't let him get it free because Ricci didn't get his stick tied up. Washburn able to get the first goal here at MCI Center.
Craig, comment a little further on what Al was mentioning to us. The players said that the ice felt a little heavy, and Al's talking about sticky. Is that one and the same?
It's one and the same. Your blades really go farther down in in the ice than you wish. I always felt like I was skating in cement, which is it's the next stage past slushy. My skates even went down an extra quarter of an inch.
1-0 Panthers as we approach 8 minutes to go in the first period. Joe Beninati, Craig Lachlan, Al Koken with you on HTS. Oates lost his edge. Shvela handles for Florida. Gonchar just off the player's bench, able to keep in. Coughed it up. Here come the Panthers. 3-on-2. Shepard with Shvela offside, whistled by the line. Rassico.
There's a big break surprise for this Panthers team. Ray Whitney, 13 points in 13 games with this Panther team. Plays a point on the power plays, really contributed to their offense, and that's what they were looking for when they acquired this guy. He really hasn't ever reached his potential yet. I think he's got a huge upside when he's playing a lot, and that's what they hope from this kid.
5 years with the Sharks. His last 3 years, 14 goals, 13 goals, 17 goals. He's way ahead of those marks at this pace after 22 games. Melanie wide for Shepard. Gonchar. Panthers looking to play clear, and Karkner's dump-out attempt struck a Panther on the player's bench. 1-0 Florida. Fans, listen up. You don't have to leave the kids at home when you can bring the whole family to half-price hockey nights at US Airways Arena. That was in the past, and now MCI Center. Just bring a Chex brand cereal box top or giant food receipt, which shows a Chex cereal purchase. Any arena box office, Ticketmaster location, you'll receive a half-price upper-level ticket for Caps games Saturdays and Sundays right here at MCI Center. For more information, 301-336-CAPS. On the break-in, Jeff Toms with a redirect wide. Juneau. Backpedaling Johansson. Even strength, 5 aside the two teams skate. Steve Washburn is on the board for Florida. On the road with a 1-0 lead. Reiki hoists it towards Van Beesbrook. Knocked it down with a catching glove, and the turning Karkner will play it away. Shepard uses the boards nicely. Washburn cranks it in. Mellenby goes hunting for the puck with Joe Reiki. Reiki, soccer styles one but not out. Shepard on the key. Point drive right on. Colsey with a stick save as he denied Murphy.
Problem with the Capitals right now, they're not getting anything going. Forechecking wise, they've only established 1 shot on net. That's not very good when this period's winding down. Just under 6 minutes left to go here. I mean, you've got to get more shots against the goaltender like Van Beesbrook. Shot total 7 Florida, 1 for the Caps.
Now 14-plus minutes into the hockey game. Tom Fitzgerald roaring in, fires, and Colsey made a good stick save there. Jovanovski didn't handle that bouncing puck on the rebound all that well, but there's a penalty behind the play before the Caps are out of there 2-on-1.
And Jovanovski hooked down because of that. Gregson's calling a minor penalty. And the Capitals have to go to the PK. Jan Bulis heading to the box. Happened just inside the Capitals' blue line as the Capitals try to attack with a 2-on-1. Gregson picks up the infraction. Here's the play towards the net. Watch it come to the point. Here's Bulis, and there's Jovo Kopp. The hook into the gut right there. The Caps are off and running, but referee Gregson picks it up. And because of that, the Panthers with a power play. Here's a good shot right there by Fitzgerald off the wing. And there's the bouncing biscuit. Jovo Kopp upended. Jan Bulis in the penalty box for the Capitals.
Caps penalty killing at their former home. Levista better than 84%. Now at MCI Center watching the Panthers work on their first power play of the night. Gagne. Garpenlov and Nemirovsky, the forwards. This is Garpenlov with Cote draped on top. Sylvain Cote steals the puck from 2 Panthers. Did not clear. Fine work by Shvela. Dave Gagne, drive right on. Rebound, squeezed by Colsey.
Pretty good pick out of the air as the Capitals thought they had the biscuit cleared out of the zone, but stabbed out of midair with the end of the stick. Nemirovsky, a guy with great hands. The Panthers kept the pressure on this power play.
We've seen Phil Housley do this, and right here, Shvela, brilliant to knock this down.
Yeah, excellent play at the point. Here it is. They get stripped in the corner. It looks like the Caps are in good shape. And here's Cote with the shot. And there's Shvela with a nice pick out of midair. And out of this, they get a nice Gagne shot. Good blocker, good recovery by Kolzig, making sure he covers up on that rebound.
They bump their shots on goal lead to the Panthers to 9-1. Whitney to the corner for Washburn. Ray Shepard. Back for Ray Whitney. Whitney at the midpoint. Shvela down low. Closing on the goal line. Trying to find Mellenby. That pass came right on through, and the Caps are able to clear. You see the time left in the power play for the Panthers. 4:45 to go in the opening frame. 1-0 Florida. Washburn stick check. Reekie on the handle. Jeff Toms with time. Able to lift the backhand all the way down. Panther power play, 11.5% overall, 9.6 on the road. We talked about Brian Murray, our new head coach, being disappointed with the special teams. That's another area they've got to pick up. Shvela with Shepard. The entry for Mellenby. He had a stick lifted nicely by Juno. Jovanovski fires and hit the post. Through a screen, Kolzig late to react.
That might have been redirected right in front, caught a stick. Panther forward set up in front Mellenby, and I think he got a chunk of that. Hard shot by Jovanovski off the pipe and out.
1-0 Panthers, 3:50 to go in the first period. Juno rolling in, his shot blocked away, out into the spectator seats.
Adam Oates went down hard. Jovanovski stepped up on him as he stepped over the blue line. Jovanovski, a great open ice hitter. We got to step aside. 1-0 Panthers, 3:48 left here in the first on HTF.
Sam was cruising along when he was broadsided by the coolest driver of all, Love, a.k.a. Sophie. Now he was at the intersection of his life, waiting for the light to change. To his left, he saw his never-taken trip to Nepal. To his right, that girl from Savannah with the tattoo. And straight ahead, he saw his future with Sophie. Green light, Sammy boy. What's it gonna be? Love 1, tattoo girl 0.
MCI Center is the talk of the town, and the exclusive club level is the talk of MCI Center. Club seats offer reserved private seating for every home game of the Washington Wizards and Washington Capitals. To reserve your club seats now, call 202-MCI-97DC. The MCI Center Club Concourse, with luxurious accommodation and seating that places you on top of the action, is the perfect place to entertain business associates, friends, and family. Reserve your club seats by calling 202-624-9732.
Back here on HDS Caps in Florida, heavy hit by Ed Jovanovski on Adam Oates. Look at him lay him out right there. That's how you stand up when you're a big defenseman. And here's Jovanovski at the other end, clanking one off the pipe that beat Kolzig through a screen.
Richard Zednik and Kelly Miller trying to put a shot on John Van Beesbrook. The backhand goes wide. The Caps have been limited to just a single shot on goal with 3.5 minutes to go in period number 1. It is 1-0 for the visiting Panthers. Dave Gagne regrouping with Brett Warrener's help. Garpenlov spilled down to the deck. Laws lifts the backhand into the Washington territory. Boulis playing catch with Johansson. Now Miller off to Jan Boulis. Wrist shot, he zipped that high and wide. Miller from long range missed the target. Lindsay stick checked by Gonchar. Radek Dvorak watches as it comes through, and Rod Krieger has the handle for the Caps. Shvela looking over his shoulder to find Adam Oates. Plays the wing for Tom Fitzgerald. Lindsay stripped by Chris Simon. It is 1-0 Panthers on a Steve Washburn goal. The rookie netting his 4th at 7:23. Oates sends one in. Van Beesbrook slows Kartner, wrapped up by Simon. Krieger in there as well. Referee Gregson allowing the boys to play along the boards. Krieger comes out of there with a puck. Oates, deft little touch. Gonchar through traffic block. Never reached Van Beesbrook. Lindsay overlapping with Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald going wide. Angled well to the corner. Lindsay has a chance, and he flung that wrister off the mark. Ray Whitney, nice little move, a pivot away from Chris Simon. Whitney's got the corner, wrap around, he dumped it wide.
Whitney, very quick, turns on a dime, can beat you out of small places. You think you have the kid lined up, and he squirts free. They're a nifty play by number 14 of the Panthers.
Oates leaves it softly to the corner. That will allow Ron Wilson a line change on the fly. Ed Jovanovski revolving with Ray Whitney. Whitney in the attack. Cote made the poke check. Got a helping hockey stick from Steve Konowalchuk. Caps looking to catch the Panthers as we go end to end. Juneau plays the corner. Joe Juneau, eyed by Jovanovski. His pass caromed off the side of the goal.
I think they need a shot on net before they go in between periods here. Not very an impressive performance so far by the Washington Capitals. A little bit tentative. Maybe the excitement, the hoopla, the adrenaline's maybe just on the far edge, too far over. They're just not playing with the calm that they had the other night in New York.
Joe Juneau got freight trained by Washburn. 48 seconds to play in the first. Washburn carries the attack for the Panthers towards the goal. Kolzig will squeeze it, pinning it to the ice for a face-off in the Cap defensive end with 36 and change in the opening period.
It's been a long while since the Capitals have only had one shot on net in any period. There it is. This is the fourth time in team history that the Caps have been held to one shot in the period of a home game. Pretty impressive defensive work by this Florida Panthers team. They've done a great job in the neutral zone. That's where the Capitals generate a lot of their speed and and they've really been shut down, having a troubled time trying to get it in deep and establish a forecheck.
Dale Hunter controls the draw. Berube, a return for Hunter, held off by Ryan Johnson. Lindsay with a little one-hand shove. Fitzgerald's slapper was deflected. That nearly gave Kolzig fits. He had to lunge to his left to make the glove save.
That was a good save. Redirected once again off the leg of a Capitals defenseman. He has to get that big glove out. So Olaf Kolzig getting some heavy work here. His first start at MCI Center has faced 11 shots, has stopped 10. Here's the play through the neutral zone. Lindsay up front. Nifty play coming over the blue line right there by Fitzgerald. There's that hard slap shot. He had a lot more mustard on it. Redirected off the leg of the defenseman and slowed down a little bit, but forced Kolzig to make a diving save.
See Kolzig's numbers against the Panthers, and even 2-2-2. 1-0 Florida. 12 seconds to go in the opening period. Karkner chasing after that puck, and he'll make the touch-up, and the Panthers will have another offensive draw. Terry Karkner, longtime Philadelphia Flyer, started with the Rangers in Quebec, 5 years in Philly, a couple in Detroit, and now his third season along the Panther blue line.
Nothing fancy by Terry Karkner. He just gets the job done game in, game out. Impressive game against the Bees, +6 in that 10-5 win. That really helps your plus-minus if you're on the winning end of it.
I will say. Dave Gagne opposed by Adam Oates with 8.6 seconds to play in the first. Mellenby wanted to switch up with Lindsay. They switch wings. Visitor gets that stick down first. Gagne won the draw clean. Jovanovski hammers away, blocked by Chris Simon. Simon, does he have a chance? Does he have time? Not enough, as Van Beesbrook came out to spoil the party. Chris Simon and the Washington Capitals will file off to the dressing room, but not before words are exchanged. Adam Oates in a heated discussion.
Dave Gagne involved with the Florida Panthers.
Still mouthing to Oates as the two teams head for their respective dressing rooms. Just the fourth time that the Caps have been held to a single shot in a period. The last time was January 11th, 1994 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. A game the Leafs won 2-1. Just a single shot on goal. Now they're going to change it to 2. That was a shot on net. The Chris Simon bit at the end? Very good. It keeps the Caps out of the record book then. But it was Steve Washburn striking first here at MCI Center. 7:23 into the opening period. Washburn picked up his 4th of the year. It was a redirect of a Paul Laws, Rhett
There's
Foreigner
the team
play.
that's going to get some shots.
Caps alumni, they come on momentarily. We send it down now to Al Koch, and he's got Adam Oates alongside.
All right, Joe, thanks very much. Adam, only one shot on goal for this team in that first period. Was it a little opening night jitters, or is it the Florida Panthers?
Well, I guess a little bit of both. You know, we played a couple of days ago. You're coming home. Kind of a long day today, you know, with the new building and the excitement in that. And obviously it wasn't our best period, but we'll get it going.
Does it feel like home yet?
No, not yet, obviously. It's going to take a while, but, you know, it's a beautiful facility, and we're really happy to be here.
What is your take on the facility? What do you think about the ice? Anything we should know about what's going on in that period physically with this building?
Well, it's tough to say. You know, it's only been one period. Ice is a little choppy. You know, I think it's going to take some time for them to get the ice down. Usually in the new buildings, that's what happens, and, you know, we'll go from there.
All right, Adam Oates. Capitals find themselves down to the Florida Panthers. We've got much more hockey ahead. We'll get to our intermission activities with Capitals alumni on the ice when we continue after this on HDS.